1883. In France, police employee Alphonse Bertillon invents anthropometry. His system uses photography and recorded measurements of the human body to identify suspects and criminals. Let's take a closer look at the measurements that were taken for this man. (1892). In England, Sir Francis Galton classifies fingerprints into 8 categories based on specific patterns. These patterns proved useful in forensic science and are still used today. Here are 3 of the main fingerprint categories. 1910. In France, Edmond Locard establishes the first police crime lab. A few years earlier, he also formulated the Locard principle, which is summarized as every contact leaves a trace. The 1920s. In the United States, Luke May published an article in the Journal of Police Science called The Identification of Knives, Tools, and Instruments. He was one of the first American criminalists who studied striation, or tool marks. Also in the 1920s, in the United States, scientists create a method that uses microscopes to compare bullets and matching firing pin impressions on their surfaces or casings. 1931. In Austria, Franz Holzer develops the ABO blood typing technique that was first used in forensic laboratories, especially before DNA analysis. 1937. In Germany, Walter Specht develops luminol. Luminol is a chemical that gives off a blue glow when it comes in contact with blood and is often used to test for blood at crime scenes. 1950. In Switzerland, Max Frey-Sulzer is the first to use tape to lift trace evidence. 1961. In Hungary, identification using lip prints is studied. 1974. In the United States, scientists develop gunshot residue methods using a scanning electron microscope. In 1984, Sir Alec Jeffreys discovers DNA fingerprinting, a unique genetic marker found in every human cell. DNA is the most important discovery in the field of forensic science to date.